Doing that at the Oasis concert. That's all I'm trying to say. Let's do a new run of Nine Kings. On Friday night, I was like, maybe I'll play some Nine Kings before bed. And then I said, nah, I'll just go to bed instead. And then maybe I'll play some Nine Kings this weekend. This is the first time that I've played it since the end of yesterday or Friday's stream. So just kind of gets away from you from time to time. Let's be the king of nature. Now, anybody who watched this on Friday, did I leave my camera here on the left side? I can't remember. Don't forget your perks, man. Okay, well, I have to forget my perks because I got no perk points. Let's play on the Baron difficulty and launch it up. The year is 786. 786. How does a king that's a tree with a treant create a healing? Okay, you get the idea. Treant goes here. Then we got Treant, Bore, and Procreate. 9 units to the selected Andrew. I feel like you have to have some units. So let's put some boars out there first. That seems sensible to me. Otherwise, we may have just like lost instantly. Vault, Mortgage, or Midas Touch. Early Vault seems crazy. I can live with an early Vault. And let's get it going quick, man. Let's put it over here. What a game they've made, man. What a game they've made. Treant Earthworks. Unlock target adjacent plots. Target cards return to your hand up to 3 copies. And Ballista. Ranged troop that shoots huge bolts with piercing damage. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll put a Ballista down real quick. Does this scratch the sap itch? I have to ask you some honest questions. I hope you won't take offense to them. Does Teamwood Games have like a street team? Because there's been a lot of SAP discussion lately. And they all do, and I'm guilty of seeing patterns where they don't exist. They all write their comments in the same way. Like, oh man, like apropos of nothing at all, it would be sick. Lately I've really been missing SAP. And maybe it's just cosmic radiation or something like that. But like, the narrative, you have to look at the integral, not just the derivative. SAP is at a low for me narratively right now, but it was riding high for like 2 or 3 years, man. People were like, I'm so sick of SAP. Whenever I would put on SAP, they would post the same stuff that they post when I put on the Bazaar now. SAP got it got glazed, man. It got glazed in a big way. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's time for it to take a little rest, at least for the time being. We're going to take a clone on this one. VIP Daniel, you ready for this one? Do you think you really want a clone? No way. Do you think you really want a clone? That's MDG Computers. You could get a Dell computer for $1 a day, man. Hang on, I'm just studying it. The boars are going to go crazy with more stats. A mercenary, a beacon, and a Midas Touch. I have to look at my board. We have like too many buildings and not enough units right now. The beacon that adds attack speed. I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay. Beacon, double the maximum HP of all currently active troops. Actually good for boars. But give me 3 Procreate cards instead. I'm going to go Beacon here. I'm going to try to run like a tower build. And then the boars will buff whatever unit ends up coming in. Maybe here, but that's not good. I don't know. I got to think about it. This is a little off the pen right now, but just give me some time to work with it. I'm thinking these ballistas can go crazy. I mean, the Ballista's only doing 40 damage, to be fair. But this is what I'm thinking, man! Shoots 1 extra projectile or quarry. Adds 2 damage to all. I think I like the idea of a trebuchet here getting buffed and then running like a construction build instead of a unit-based build. You fucking with Wingstop? Can I be real with you, playa? I've never been. I've never been to either of the big chicken wing international chains. I've never been to Buffalo. I've never been to Wingstop. I always thought Wingstop was just Pizza Hut. The prophet has foreseen a blessing in 9 years. Doubles the HP of the card on the target plot in the year of the prophecy. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let me clone that and get another beacon popping off here. That's Wing Street. There's 3 chicken wing chains. I'm not in the business of trying to yuck other people's yum when it comes to food. But, I don't know. I like chicken wings. Like if I'm at a pub or something like that and they have a chicken wing appetizer or a shareable, there's a chance that I may order it, but I've never really been motivated to like go to a restaurant that's like, we sell chicken wings as our specialty here. I don't know. 30 gold can be kind of expensive. I think I might just upgrade my vaults. Time to wage war against the King of Blood, bro. Hot honey rub wings are king. I do respect that you've come in here and you've stated a wing preference that is not just spicy. Because I have to come to a consensus with my wife when we get chicken wings. And I'm normally like a buffalo wings sort of guy. But she's more of like a honey garlic or even like a salt and pepper head. So we usually end up getting honey garlic or salt and pepper. And I think that I underglaze them. It feels like if you don't go buffalo, people think that, you know, they see you as having made a mistake. But like the other stuff's on the menu for a reason, right? That's how I take it. Plus, like, it turns out most fried meats just taste good, especially when sauce is invited to the party. I will say, though, I am, for Korean fried chicken, I'm, sorry, I have too many things going on in my brain right now. For Korean fried chicken, I'm an original recipe guy. I'm not a cheese snow. I can get down with the soy garlic. I can get down with the yangnam chicken. But for the most part, I'm an original recipe Korean fried chicken sort of guy. Once they start busting out the cheese snow, I'm like, well, I still eat it because it's fried chicken at the end of the day. But to think about it. I have to think about this. Because we have how long? We have a little while before we have to have a unit here to get double HP. If we're even going to do that. And bombers don't seem good to ride boars. Imps don't seem great to ride boars. I think I would just take a treant and maybe go... Let's go vault mode first, and then we'll go treant mode from that point onwards, I suppose. Ranches for little kids? That checks out. I was at a 4-year-old's birthday party yesterday, and they had ranch dressing there. I ate a fuckload of it. I also ate Doritos for the first time in like 10 years. I was like, damn, this shit is good, man. I forgot. Turns out Doritos are really tasty. They're like made in a lab to taste good. They had Cool Ranch and they had Sweet Chili Heat. I forget what they call it in the US, but it's some good shit, man. They do go crazy. They do. Give me Ballista. Give me Boar. Paladin's interesting. Can I be... well, I can't actually because I can't buy it. Is it possible that processed food is actually better for you than unprocessed food because your body doesn't have to do all the work of processing it? All right, let me take a hit of my factory engineered zero sugar cola real quick. That's got to be less stress on your body, like digesting stuff, man. It just makes sense. And you got, are we a wall build? It's an interesting idea. What have I done here? There we go. Or do we want a flamethrower? Or a wall maker? Let's go wall maker, man. Let's do things a little differently here. So here's what I'm thinking. We want something that gets buffed by the beacon, so we'll buy that plot right there. We'll sequester the wall maker way at the back. And then my idea is that our walls... Well, in my heart, I was like, don't our walls give our towers more time to shoot? But obviously that doesn't really seem like the case. Gains +1 attack speed for every gold you receive. Let's try, man. Relatively early dispenser here. Kind of ice cream you have in your freezer right now? Sadly, none. I've been trying to go to the ice cream parlor, but my kid is kind of selling me out. Because I love to go to the ice cream parlor. And I used to use my child as an excuse to go to the ice cream parlor. But now, she isn't messing with ice cream that much, which I know sounds crazy. But I'm always like, I pick her up from school and I'm like, you want to get some ice cream? And she's like, not really, I just want to go home. And I'm like, damn. Now my excuse to get ice cream is gone, man. So I'm like, I could go to the ice cream parlor myself, but I don't know. I like to double it up with like some kind of errand if possible. I'm gonna roll. I don't really love these. This is the same thing, man. I'm not gonna roll again. I'll take a Carnage. I'm gonna increase the attack speed of my town. Well, you know what? 50% would be good if we needed them now, but I think buildings applying their effects more often is gonna be better. And Kate, we gotta talk about this. People are gonna say this is misogyny, but that's just because they're not as knowledgeable about women as I am. We have to talk about a little gender dynamic dessert bias, okay? How come when we go out to eat, and then like you want a bubble tea afterwards, it's on site, it's automatic. But if I want to make a stop at an ice cream parlor, it's like, oh, we got sweet stuff at home. You know what I'm talking about? Any fellas out there that are going to give me a +2 and not leave me moored on an island here by myself? It was 2 doors down. Yeah, we got a car. The bubble tea shop was right next to the Korean restaurant. I can't deny that, but... That's relevant information that I probably should have mentioned earlier. Check this out, bro. Mortgage your walls, which appear to be useless, in order to get 30% attack speed on your dispenser right away. You're the asshole, you're the asshole, you're the asshole. I think, and I don't expect anybody to join me on this one because it takes true bravery to speak truth to power. When wives want desserts, the consensus is, she's your wife, get her dessert. But when husbands want desserts, there's more pushback. And the pushback is like, you don't really need that. Oh, baby needs a sweet treat after eating a meal? Oh, really? Your ancestors used to be warriors. They used to engage in gladiatorial combat to the death. Now look at my husband. He's a grown-ass man that wants a sweet little treat or something like that. We lined up for 20 minutes to get you ice cream. That was on Saturday. I wanted ice cream yesterday, too. She got me on that one. She cooked me on that one. Also, that wasn't ice cream. That was like some kind of like, that was a cultured Greek gelato. It wasn't ice cream. It was Greek gelato. It's a different thing. Slightly. I don't know the difference really, but she's cooking me on that one. I can't really disagree. I feel like we could do something with Earthworks, man. I don't know what though. Are you what level are you? You're level 2? Go to level 3 then. You're getting cooked. Time to change subjects. 9 Kings, everybody. You played 9 Kings this weekend? She basically mogged me. The Imp, the Mangler, and the Demon's Altar. Every year sacrifices an adjacent unit per level to gain +2 damage. That's a little spicy for a fella such as myself, but I'm thinking the play is we like buy this shitty little spot right here, place the Mangler, and then place a disposable unit here that we can just use to feed it. A Mangler. Help! Alright, turns out we got some problems. The Mangler's doing nothing, but nine troops on the boards makes our elves a lot better. Help. Bro, he lived? He made it to the tree! Are you shitting me, man? That's insane. I mean, we need something better. What's our ballista is level 3. Our trebuchet is only level 2. I'm gonna... Okay, bring me back. Give me a flamethrower tower. Your tree end attacks now deal damage to enemies. Give me 99 coins, because that'll give you basically double damage. I'm gonna put Carnage on our boars, so that when they die, they do some damage to the enemies, but let's see. Much better. Destroy target plot to receive 30 gold for each level it has. If I'm being honest with you, I feel like the Mangler sucks ass, so give me 30 gold for more attack speed. Bro, Nature's Rebellion is not fucking around. We have more boars? You're only level 2. Clone, or... Yeah, Clone is really good, though. Dispenser leveling. You gotta go Clone, man. Our diplomats can now make peace with an enemy king. I think... Who were we getting mogged by, chat? One of these dudes mogged us. Is there a way that I can see on this up here which one killed us? It was Blood. Blood and Stone mog you. Okay. So let's make peace with Blood. What is this? Oh, it's the trebuchets. But our trebuchets are still goated. What's the objective of this game? It's the same as the naive objective of life, my brother. Don't die. We got him! We got him! It looked bad, but we got him. Wallmaker, make me a wall. Flamethrower, is there a good spot for you? Not really, but you know what? I don't mind the idea of having a flamethrower that's at the back. And then, let me get, we got lots of gold, man. Let me get a clone. Let me get a procreate. Let me get an overinvest, reroll, a clone. Let me get some static. Let me get some combustion. I don't know. We're all in here. I got more cards than I've ever seen in my life before. Let me get static on this. It can only go on units, huh? Yeah, okay, that's fine. I think I want to place flamethrower and flamethrower. You're level 2. In that case, let's clone the trebuchet, play the trebuchet. You're a unit? Static on the trebuchet might go insane. You can do combustion on the trebuchet. It might do the area around you, which is not as relevant. And then 9 troops to the boars. Overinvest to buff the dispenser. Okay, I think that was a good day, man. I mean, we spent 400 gold. We just destroyed them. We dominated them. Elves are level 2. We'll go elves. Procreated the boars again. You just don't get it, man. You don't get it. I don't get it either. I should stop reading the message out loud. It's just deeply uninteresting conversation, to be honest. 15 years of you're playing the game wrong. It's a little crazy that we're still talking about it. Like, you realize at this point, it's probably like 20% of the average person's lifespan we've spent being anal about playing an independent video game wrong. We got to have a serious conversation about whether that's like what we want our lives to look like. I mean, maybe for you it is. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I want to go here and then put a beacon right there. Crazy to play games wrong after 15 years experience. I don't know, man. Have you ever seen an old person drive? We're going to go procreate. We're going to clone a beacon. We're going to play our beacon. It's that simple. We know exactly what we're doing, man. We got a sensible build going on here. Look at the boars, man! I have to take a peek here. You're not tapped yet. Okay, easy, man. We go vault. Double the movement speed of all units. 2 cards after every battle. 3 new plots with forests on each of them. Don't think that's going to be too relevant for us. Doubles the movement speed of all your units. I think it's a roll. Buildings apply their effects more is definitely the type of thing I could be interested in. Flamethrower in the back, so useful I can't. Did you hear what I said earlier about how we're all gonna die someday? I'm just interested to know your thoughts on that. And how that relates to how you're spending your time presently when you do have control. That modicum of time where you actually have some ability to influence and be influenced by the world. Instead of the ink being dry. I have a superior flamethrower. Well, you know what? There is that. There is that. I can't dispute that. I gotta think about this for a minute. I think we're gonna take another trebuchet, but probably not play it. Probably need some more elves. I think you guys are right. People can talk a lot, but not say anything. That's what Fugazi was talking about, man. When they said, you talking shit now. Something like that. You should talk yourself down. You're going. Hey, something like that. You know what I'm talking about? You fucking with scones in Canada? Some are, some aren't, man. Some are, some aren't. I think this is a skip. It's my kind of reaction when heaven lets its light shine down or something. worry. The flamethrower is kind of ass. Never dispute that. We got 2 trebuchets in our pocket. The only thing is we don't have an awesome spot for them. Unlocks adjacent plots. He'll be stuck though. He's just studying it. We're on year 32. The day is basically over, man. You know what's crazy then? Earthworks this gives us 1. No, I think we break the vault to get more space, but also to fill our hand with cards so we can actually play 2 trebuchets this turn. Not that I expect them to do that much for us, but at least it gives us like one last burst of a little extra damage. We did lose maybe 3% attack speed on the dispenser, but it's an interesting idea. King of Greed is leading his final assault, bro. Overinvest in this bad boy. And then more vaults get to go off more frequently. So, yeah, maybe that makes sense. You mog him? I don't know. I could be mistaken. You all laughed at the flamethrower, man. Well, there it is. There it is. Doing some work. You get owned, bro! Your kingdom has thrived. What's next, my lord? Continue playing. Oh, yeah, sorry. I mean, start another run, but I want to see what difficulty we unlocked. Baron difficulty ain't nothing but a peanut for a guy like me. You've unlocked the game on Count difficulty. Take me to the king selection. How about the king of spells? It's been a minute. Perks? I didn't even look at my perk, man. The year is 519. We're going back in time. Citadel. Heals your units. Unit causes area damage. Range troop casts powerful attacks at a slow rate. Builds traps that inflict damage. Untriggered traps accumulate between battles. Well, I won't be re-rolling. How about... Let me see what I got in my hand real quick. Combustion. Unit causes area damage. Let's give its flamethrower a chance to thrive, man. We'll put a flamethrower at the top. Blasted. Levels up target. Plot better Citadel, better Paladin. I think Wildcard is a great save round. You save it and then apply it to something that scales your run. It's all about getting like the calculus to pop off, right? How about we just buff our Spire for now? That's not, you're not a Spire, you're a Citadel. That's my bad, bro. It's my bad, I called the Spire a Citadel. How about we put some combustion damage on you? Another flamethrower. I think we need to increase his attack speed, man. Ah, whatever. He's doing his best. Faint Bunny, why are you crashing out today, Faint Bunny? We gotta talk, man. I have to know. You're trolling today. Is it because I said I didn't want to hear your Canadian joke? I didn't even say that. I thought it. He's pissed you're streaming on Memorial Day? What does it matter to you, bro? You're here every day. Even the time you got banned, I think. I don't want library. I think we can do better. I'd love to have 3 random plots. That seems kind of sick. Also, you're Canadian? I know, that means we have a sense of humor. Of course I want to hear your Canadian joke. You know what? Adjacent plots attacks now deal poison damage 1 stack per level. It's tempting, but we could also just go level 3 flamethrower right off the bat. One damage per flame is a little decrowded, is a little horrendous. You can do it, buddy. He actually did it, the legend, man. Holy shit. Tomorrow might be a problem, though. How about more combustion? Blessing, my lord, the prophet has foreseen a blessing in 9 years. You have a troop card on the target plot by the year of the prophecy, double its number of units. Okay, a troop going there would be nice. I trust the flamethrower. You gotta give him a second. You gotta trust the process. Wallmaker Citadel. I'm gonna go Citadel upgrade. I think I'm killing time until our first shop when we can fill up our board a little bit. I can't be the only motherfucker realizing that our wizards are literally doing nothing. I trust you. They're gonna make it. Okay, we lose 1 HP. I know, man, they're not giving me any units. We could use a well-balanced melee troop. It's time to wage war. I want the King of Greed. We need more gold. More gold-generating buildings, please. We own you. We don't own you. We own you. We own you. We own you. Shoot him! Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's go dispenser first. This might be a restart, man. Spells Rebellion? I think the spell givers have been, like, destroying us. I'm surprised my wizards are so fucking ass, man! Oh, here we go. Bro, fuck the restart. We don't need the restart. We could just lose and restart that way. Never mind. We're chilling. A Warlock. Ups allies damage based on its own. Sturdy troop that does melee area damage. Give me this. Roll me, how much is it? 45. Roll me 1 time. And then give me something we already have. Huge. It's going to be Warlock. We need a buffing spot here. Soldier, soldier. Okay, now I'm trusting. Dispenser just needs a little time to get going. Put a library there? No, man. That's beacon territory. If we even have that unlocked. Why is Ben Gibbard in chat asking me if I've ever JO'd to a music video? It's a fucking funny ass sentence, though. I think the farm is good. Well, have you? Buddy, I was born in 1988. You can answer the question yourself. Nowadays, it seems quaint, but that was all we had back in the day, man. Which one? Money for Nothing by Dire Straits, bitch. One troop to one adjacent. Okay, you are my rose. So I'm gonna put a farm right here because the soldiers need to get stronger. Yeah, I own you. Flamethrower has to be a war crime? Okay, don't invade my country if you don't want to get hit by this bad boy right here. It's that simple, man. This is what we need. 2% damage to all towers and base every year. This is exactly... And then you can just sequester it at the back. Well, the run might be over, fellas. The Spell's Rebellion is on. Wait. Oh. What the fuck, bro? This king is fucking ass. Time played 8 minutes? Don't give me the fucking confetti. Quick restart me. I'm ready. We can do it this time. The year's 579. Early Citadel. Warlock, finally! Some real fucking shit, dude. A sturdy troop that deals melee area damage. Now we're fucking talking. Farm. And then farm on the corner. This is gonna be OP early, man. Game gets more difficult after year 30, just like life. Nah, not really. I wouldn't stress out about it too much. Let's go library mode. I'm gonna put some static on you real quick, and then we'll put a library next to you to try to get him enchanting as much as possible. The wizards are gonna go crazy. As a 31-year-old, I'm chilling. I'm being real with you, man. You should be chilling. You could use a cauldron. If you're, I mean, this is not to be rude. At all. This is overly simplistic. Because what I was gonna say is if your 30s are like when shit starts fucking up for you, then you probably started fucking up in your 20s, but that's not true. You could have had like your leg crushed by a cinder block or something like that. That's not really fair for me to say. This is a tough one. I think I'm gonna go blacksmith. Double the attack speed of these blocks for now. I'm gonna go blacksmith in the middle and then start hopefully surrounding it by units. I got my you-know-what stuck in a breeze block. I've been there, man. And I don't mean on vacation. But like my 30s have basically been exactly the same in my 20s so far. The only real difference, and you get a mosquito bite, it takes like a little longer to heal. That's a big one. So I imagine if my leg got crushed by a cinder block, it would take even longer. But then like also, you're stupider, but you acknowledge that you're stupider, which makes you wiser. Like, instead of being 23 and being like, I can make that jump, you go like, I'm 36. I probably shouldn't even attempt that jump. I could get injured really badly. What do? You're gonna double the damage on this spot? It would be nice. It'd be lovely to have a unit there. I can live with that. Soldiers, warlocks are level 1. You do buff allies attack damage based on your own damage. I'm gonna buff, but getting more stacks would be nice too. I'm gonna buff you. I feel like we need more damage. We could have buffed blacksmith. 20s coworkers asking me to go to bars and stuff. I'm like, bitch, it's 9 p.m. That's what it's all about, man. I also think that, you know, when you get into your 30s, you know yourself better. You can be honest with yourself a little bit more. You can be like, instead of being like, that's a bad decision, but it would be legendary, you go, nah, I'm gonna feel bad tomorrow. It gives you more of a license to be like, I don't have to submit to the peer pressure to do that. I can just go home. I think this is a roll, man. I don't want these. I think this is a roll, dude. I do not want these. What am I doing then? All right. I guess it's going to be Ballista anyway. I do want the King of Greed. I want that gold in all circumstances. And then a Ballista so that it can get double damage and also get the extra damage from this. Sure, sure, sure. I mean, if you figured it out in your 20s, then more power to you. But it took me longer than it takes. I'm not going to say the average person, but it took me longer than it should have taken to just be like, I should just go to bed. Like, I look at going to bed is like the free space on the bingo card, man. Going to bed is buying like treasury protected bonds when inflation is at like 7%. It's like, you know, your worst case scenario, you're gonna feel pretty good in the morning. I shouldn't have spent so much money before the shop, bro. We can go library though. What are you talking about? I mean, like, the thing is, like, when you go to bed, you have like a good sleep. Or at least I do. Maybe it's like a skill difference thing. That's why depressed people try to spam it. It's so OP they had to like nerf it with coffee and shit. You ever dream you're bald? No, but I've been having crazy dreams lately. I don't know if like my subconscious is trying to tell me something. I literally dreamed, Kate, I don't know if you're still in chat. I dreamed that I got sent a note from our daughter's school that was like, hey, just so you know, all the other parents got together and said they want to beat your ass. And then it was like an itemized receipt of every parent at the school. It was like an Excel spreadsheet, and then it was like reason for grievance, like why they're pissed off at me. And then it was like repercussions, and almost all of them said, I want to beat his ass. And I was like, what the hell is going on, man? Luckily, dreams don't actually have any like hidden meaning or like representations of your subconscious fears or anything. So I got really nothing to worry about in that regard, I think. Let's get a thief out here. I did get sent a Casus Belli in my dreams, man. We're getting Casus Belli in our dreams. Is Prezzo here? We fucking with Lord? We're getting Casus Belli in our dreams, cause every... whatever. Every duchy's like... Dr. Melfi would have something to say about that. Like, I care about her opinion, bro. She literally sees a psychiatrist. I think we want to put something here to buff you further, but for now it's going to be Thief here. Rude. a little bit. Dr. Malfi. That's damn true, man. I didn't even think about that. Dr. Malfi. Now there's a doctor I wouldn't mind making a house call, if you know what I mean. I don't really know, like my wizard like runs up and then he runs back. Like I don't maybe he's like the sweeper? What do they call it in rugby? We have shaman, right? You're a shaman? Not much, bro. Shaman with you. 10% of enemies turn into frogs. Every poison effect is applied twice. Let's go 10% of enemies turn into frogs. He buffs, so he goes back to the other warlocks to buff them after the frontline warlocks are dead. Oh shit. Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? It never went that far. Let's go blacksmith here too. Because like as your damage increases, it raises the attacks of all the enemies that get buffed, or all of our units that get buffed by you. Motherfucker! love it every time, man. Yeah, that video is the type of shit that makes you realize there can be like goodness in the world or whatever. Towers? We don't care about towers too much. Let me think about this. Ballista. We do care about Ballista. We do care about Citadel too, but I'm figuring you want to level up the units that are getting buffed by your Super Blacksmith first, because the higher a number is, the more gains you get for getting 2% to the power of 3 annually. Say Balatro like that? Balatro. How do you... Balatro. Something like that? I was giving it my all. Should I switch to business and university? Chat's gonna tell you no, but it actually might be the move. They're gonna say like you don't learn anything, and it is true. That seminal tweet about how like business majors will complain about how hard their schooling is, and then you walk by the classroom and they have something on the whiteboard that says like profit equals revenue minus cost. But it really does seem like you can use that to like your advantage by getting a good job afterwards. So I don't know. That might be the kind of play you're interested in, man. I'm going to say we go Midas touch mode. I'm going to level my Citadel first. And then I think it's going to be Midas touch on our Ballista. All the dumbest people in the world went to business school. Yeah, but like, don't take this the wrong way. Are they that dumb if they went to business school and now they didn't have to work that hard in school, and now they make a lot of money at like a job that's very successful for them? Because like I feel like there's like an element of like maybe that's the smartest decision of all, man. I still don't like him. Well, that's fair. I think, to be honest, you should like meet him first. I guess it's easy to have like hate in your heart. I'm sure there's like good ones and bad ones. I'm gonna roll this one. I don't like these. Do I not? Are you level? You're only level 2? Okay, let's be smart. Let's grab this Citadel, level it up so we don't see it again. Why is Darth Vader breathing in the background? That might be me. I had a hard ride this morning. Can't say for certain. Doubles enchantments of your active troops. We don't really summon. I'm going to take 9 free rerolls. I think I got a very particular set of constraints to look for so far. Liam Neeson posting. Like we reroll. You think the popularity of the auto battler genre says something about modern society, like how we become lazier? Nope, not at all. Couple of reasons. I don't think auto battlers are really that popular, for one. I don't really think society's gotten lazier, to be honest with you. And if anything, I think that your statement is almost meta. I think that you're trying to draw a conclusion from like 7 irrelevant pieces of data says it unveils and spotlights a truth about the human brain, which is trying to force patterns into situations where none exist. And if anything, the commentary that I think that gives on modern society is people these days have way more opinions than sense. You don't need to have an opinion on that. The game's good, you play it. If it's not good, don't worry about it so much. Those are my thoughts on this subject, at least. 10 years of buffing like a trebuchet. Shoots 1 extra per construction. 2%. I think I'm rolling again, man, but I kind of hate this shit. I'm rolling again. I don't like any of this shit. Why do I keep rolling? I don't like them. I don't like them. I'm placing a trapper. I don't even know what the fuck he does, man. I really don't feel like people are lazier. That's for sure, though. Can now make peace. Let's make peace with the king of nothing. He was pissing me off, man. Maybe a bit since work from home. I mean, I wasn't alive in the 60s, but did you ever see Mad Men? All they do is, like, smoke cigarettes, drink at, like, 10 a.m., and then, like, sleep with their secretaries, and then they're like, oh, shit, the CEO of Coca-Cola's coming in, and then Don Draper's like, drink Coke, it tastes good. Coke, the American taste. And then they're like, oh, fuck, we never fucking thought about that, because at our office, we're doing exactly the same thing. We're just smoking and drinking all the time. You're a fucking genius, Don Draper. You're the smartest ad man that's ever existed. That's my thinking, anyway. You have to just trust. I mean, you don't have to trust. You could dispute the trust. But, like, I don't feel good about saying this because I find it a little too... It's too easy to score +2s with this. But, like, I think, if anything, society becoming lazier over time is actually, like, a good thing. Like, didn't they invent the machines in the first place so that we would have to, like, do less shit? So, like... Again, I'm not just trying to pander, but like, they invented the machines and people are as busy as they've ever been, if not busier. Something went wrong, man. More Midas me? Do we have Warlock space? No. We're gonna need to build another unit, man. What are you guys again? Shaman? Shaman and trappers that get buffed by boars? I don't know. An interesting one. Put some Midas on the both of yous. Also, like, I think laziness is both a vice and a virtue. Being lazy about things that are important is a vice, which doesn't even necessarily mean that it's bad, but it's a vice. But being lazy about shit that doesn't matter is virtuous, man. Like, I'm sorry, if you're too lazy to dust, that's a virtue. You don't even know that it's like, it's there, man. The dust on top of the shelf, you don't need to worry about it. It doesn't do anything. It's never affected anybody. You could just get like an air filter or something. You can literally see it on top of the mantle. Not me, bro. I didn't even make the basketball team as a kid. I'm allergic to dust. Literal skill difference. You start sneezing, then you know, maybe that's the time for the work ethic to kick in. But otherwise, if anything, shit. If anything, these days I get annoyed because people are like, I don't think it's even hustle culture or anything. I think it's just any opportunity to like strike out at your fellow man is very appealing, which I can really relate to and understand. But like if you ever like, if you eat out, people are like, don't you know you can make food at home? And then if you make food at home, people are like, jarred sauce. Yeah, he cooked with a jarred sauce. He didn't even do the J. Kenji Alt Lopez Google how to make the best, you know, fettuccine Alfredo. Prep time, 8 hours, 15 minutes. Cook time, 45 minutes. He didn't even do that shit, man. He didn't even, like, hand forage anchovies from the fucking beach or anything like that. It's crazy, man. What am I doing? Doesn't sneezing feel so good? That's the type of shit the cavemen were talking about back in the day, man. And you're fucking real for that one, dude. Sneezing feels good as hell. This is not like knocking my mom But anytime we like use a jarred sauce to cook pasta for our daughter, she's like, you know, it's not that hard to make pasta sauce yourself. And I'm like, I know, I did it in college when I was skipping class and I had the same attitude, but now we got shit to do. Okay, we don't get a lot of time, okay? I'm making 11 portions of pasta to then reheat in the microwave for the next like 6 days. We're just getting it done. It tastes good. It's going in the fridge. It's meal prep stuff, okay? And we're not even using like the Classicos, okay? We're using Rayo's. I think it tastes the same as the Classico, but it better be better because it's like $5 more per jar. But what a Spire, man. It's a horrible spot for it, but things are getting a little tough here. Those traps are going to help us on the last round, man. Take the shot. He didn't take the shot. So I don't know, man. Meanwhile, in like the 1950s, I mean, people were literally like, they were having TV dinners for dinner, man. Kind of sick. I don't want this stuff. I don't want this trash, dude. Increase the attack of all your units and towers by 30%. Now we're fucking cooking. It's called an American bento box. We're an American bento! What are your thoughts on the rise of anti-intellectualism? I think it was happening before I got here, but yeah, it does piss me off. And people aren't gonna like this take, but I really, I'm like, do I even want to say it? I feel like if you're saying shit like let people enjoy things, you're not responsible for it, but you're like complicit in the normalization of anti-intellectualism. I think it's okay to like stupid stuff, but like, you know, framing it as some kind of like a noble pursuit is kind of crazy to me. I only watch very cerebral stuff like The Devil's Plan and The Sopranos with the Billy Big Mouth Bass singing fish. Perfect for mounting on your wall. I need a library, man. No, that's actually pretty good. Any enchantment will be positive for us. Can't afford that shit. And the Minecraft movie. I do be saying chicken jockey at least 3 times a day. There's no doubt about that. Kate will tell you it's true. Did you just buy a trapper to sell a trapper? I think I picked a trapper to sell a trapper. Sounds like a Pixies song. Did you just pick a trapper to then go sell it? What is that? I think that's Dead, right? Pseudo-intellectualism is even more rampant. Wow, dude, you're so meta, even this acronym type shit. Let me see what we got going on here. I think we want library. Spire is interesting too, but I mean, only healed 171. Dude, this is it. We can't lose! Or maybe you... Yeah, that makes sense. You probably just lose if you don't win. And then these just... They basically go in the dirt, man. I got no space for you. What?! It's alright. It's alright, man. He moves in mysterious ways. Eat shit. Eat shit, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? What happened? Your kingdom is perished. I'm gonna slash marker. We'll call that 9 Kings 1. I gotta go pee.